Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is Frank Ftdk's dropping knowledge, coming at you once again with a bit of a message, a little bit of knowledge. Hoping everyone's doing fantastically today. It's Friday. I can say that I'm off. I'm off. I'm off. I'm so happy. I'm off. I'm off. I had a rough week. It's been a long week, but thank God it's over. Right, so I can chill down. I'm winding down. As a matter of fact, doing this live, I'm winding down. Hey, what's up, the Hangman Stranger? Papa Talk Fridays, yeah, man. I'm just gonna own this talking Papa shit. I'm gonna own it, bro. Let's see, potatoes and carrots, yeah, man. Potatoes and carrots, bro. Hey, what's up, Katie Frizzle? What's up? How's it going? Anyways, yeah. So yeah, Hangman's in here. I don't know why his message didn't show up on this part. I don't know. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Yeah. All right. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah. Thank God it's Friday. Um, so before I got on, so I got off. I don't know what that is. Oh, and just so first of all, I just want to thank everybody that watches my channel, that watches my videos. I uploaded a video like right at 12, I guess, because we were on the collective last night. Shout out to ET, shout out to everyone that jumps on the collective. Right, it was a good collective. Always a good collective. We had a bunch. We had 10 people up there for a bit. Right. Shout out to Helga. Shout out to Helga, man. Hey, what's up, Wolverine? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. What's up, Johnny? Hey, what's up, Paisano? Chilling, man. Chilling. All right, APA, send yours. All right, cool. Send ours. Send ours. Saludos, Frank in chat. What's up, Johnny? What's up, man? So while we were on the collective last night, I was on my phone clipping like the video that I put out. So that's why it took a while, because on my phone it just takes a little while longer for it to save, and it takes a little while longer for it to upload to YouTube. So by the time it uploaded to YouTube, it was this morning. So yeah, but it's there. So if you guys haven't seen it, please go and watch that video. That was from yesterday's clipping, but it also has some stuff from the past. Please check it out if you haven't already done so. Yeah, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, chat. Hey, what's up? JM805er, nice to see you, man. Looney Tunes, nice to see you. Nice to see you. We got Katie Frizzle, we got Facto. Hey, what's up, Facto? We have Ghost, we have APA. Hey, what's up, Miss Yaya? Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. Thank you so much. We got 19 people watching. I'm going to put the link here on the chat, guys. Okay, I'm going to put the link right there. And I'm going to pin it. I'm going to pin this. Okay, so it's pinned. And that's what it looks like. All right, so I'm using what's called Restream. I kind of like this little app, man. Like, all I'm doing right now is free. You see how the chat appears on the side? I like that. That's pretty cool. And then obviously I can select the chat that comes up here. I like it. It's nice. It's got, and then I can remove it. So when I had Miss Yaya on, I needed to have removed the chat. Sorry, Miss Yaya, I left the chat. Saludos. Yeah, Elle was in the house for a little bit. I don't know how y'all do it. I just turned 29 and fall asleep by 9 p.m. Come on, bro. I'm gonna be 50. I'm 49, so I'm 30 years old. I'm double your age, bro. I'm double your age. Come on, man. That's why we're doing it. We need to. That's why we set examples, bro. We're gonna be your examples, man. You got to be able to do it, especially if you have children. You need to be energetic when you have children. That's why I had my kids young. I wouldn't want to have a child at my age because I don't have the same energy. And we're gonna talk a little bit about that because I want to talk about like the bare necessities, priorities. I want to talk about things like that, man. And if you guys have suggestions, you guys can share. With Miss Yaya 805 in the building, that's right. Yeah, it's been a minute. Hope all is well. That's right, JM 805. Hope all is well, man. Yeah, I'm good. Been working. Okay, yeah, we've all kind of been working. I would jump on my bro, but I'm at work. I can never catch you guys. Yeah, yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, don't get written up, bro. Don't get written up. Saludos y bendiciones a todos. That's right, Machete. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hey, the irrelevant one tapping in from Arizona. Saludos to you, brother. Saludos to you. Yeah, man. So I made coffee. Man, I did a bunch of stuff before I got on, and I got off exactly at 5. Well, 4 p.m. Pacific. 5 p.m. for me is 4 p.m. Pacific. Okay, just so you guys know, I'm an hour ahead of you guys. So I got off of work, like I logged off everything. I made coffee. I got everything set up for the live. And I like this tool. I like this tool, man. I like it. It's nice. I don't know. I'm comfortable with it. I like it better than StreamYard. And the other day when Ms. Yaya got on, it was clear. Hey, what's up, Mr. Oxnard? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. That's right. We got Mr. Oxnard in the house. JM805, Katie Frizzle, Ms. Yaya, Machete, the irrelevant one. We had L in here, but at work. The Hangman. We need the Hangman. Wolverine, Johnny. Hey, nice to see all of you. Facto, Looney Tunes. That's right. That's right. Yeah, the Hangman started it off. I just made 12 cups of coffee. I'm drinking. Look, this right here is my. And I drink. This is the size of coffee, and I already drank some of it. But you see, there's coffee in there, right? This is like my fourth cup of this size, and I'm gonna drink. I'll probably drink two more. Yeah. So I made coffee. I got everything ready. I got everything ready, man. Saludos to the whole explosive family and support. That's right, Mr. Oxnard. That's right. Katie Frizzle. Hey, what's up, ET? Shout out to ET. Saludos, Frank and chat. Let's get it. Hey, we're getting it, bro. We're getting it. We hit on topics here, just regular life conversations, life topics. That's how I get down, man. That's what I'd like to talk about, because I think it's important to understand people's motivations sometimes. And sometimes our motivations are nothing more than what we need to get done, like this very second. Like, that's my motivation. That's what's moving me forward, is like what I need to get done, the things I need to get done, right? Now, if we have a plan, and if we have the luxury of being able to plan shit out, then it's easier. But sometimes we don't have that luxury, right? Sometimes we don't have that luxury. Not at all. Whatever works for you. I only use StreamYard because I'm used to it. Yeah, no, you know what? I like StreamYard, but what happened was I'm not paying for it yet. Eventually I'm going to pay for it. But the free lives, I ran out of free lives. So I looked for an alternative, and then I found this, and I like it. I like it because it's got a lot of the options that I would probably have to pay for on StreamYard. See, that's the only reason why I'm using this restream thing, but I like it. It's actually a nice little. See how like the chat looks right here? Like, I could change it up. Like it's pretty cool. Yeah, ET, what's good? That's right. That's right. Facto's in the house. How much vodka though? No, I don't know, bro. No vodka, just pure coffee, man. Mr. Oxnard, APA. Hey, that's right. Hey, thanks so much, Looney Tunes. Shout out to you, man. May God multiply it 1,000-fold, bro. Thank you so much, everybody that finds it in their heart to donate. I mean, you guys already know. I want to monetize, but off of YouTube, it might take a while. But hey, man, thank you so much for your donations. Thank you so much. All right, that's right, Looney Tunes. Thank you so much. The chat looks nice and clear on the screen, right? Yeah, so you can make little changes. Like, let me change it one more time. So look, I can compact it, I can customize it, I can round it. Did you see those changes? And then yeah, there's other little tidbits. Oh, here we go. For example, I can do it, make them large, small. Yeah, it's pretty clean. It's pretty clean. I like it. I like it. All love, bro. All right. So, anyways, I realized today that I have the luxury of doing a lot of things because thank God I'm blessed. And what do I mean by blessed? I mean, I have a place to stay. I don't pay rent, right? So this is my house. I don't pay rent. That is a pain off me. Like that is a load off my back, right? I work from home. I don't have to move around. So I mean, I'm pretty comfortable in what I do. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Q Smooth? Hey, Wolverine, thank you so much to DoorDash Beer. No, man. Hey, God bless you, bro. Man, the Lord multiplied, man. A thousandfold. Thank you so much, man. God bless you guys for your donations. Yeah, I'm about to DoorDash, but some coffee, bro. Some Starbucks. But anyways, no, but you know what I realized was that I'm in a comfortable place to where my worries or my concerns, like the decisions that I have to make, are purely like, my bills come up, I pay them. Thank God I got the money, right? So I paid my bills, like right before I got off work. I paid all my bills. Cable, I pay, like the phones, like my line, my wife's line, my daughter's line. Like I pay a bunch of shit, right? So just being able to pay everything off, being able to give my daughter the money for the university, being able to send my son some money, put it in his account. I transferred some money to my wife. I ate Kentucky before I got on too, so I ordered Kentucky. So like being able to do all of that shit, I know that I'm in a comfortable place in my life, and I give thanks to God for that. I'm just chilling, man. Cool, cool. Hey, that's right. Hey, Hangman, nice to see you, man. Hey, bro. Hey, Ghost. Hey, man. Thank you so much, Ghost. God bless you and may the Lord multiply, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you guys so much. This is the type of support that I really wasn't expecting from you guys. I honor it. Just thanking you guys. I'm gonna continue putting out content, doing what I do. Right. That's why if you haven't watched the video I put out this morning, please check it out. I mean, even that, like even having the luxury of being able to stay up all night, like on the collective, right? While I was on the collective, I was clipping that video. Okay, I put it out. When it was done, I uploaded it. Let's see. Gotta get back to it. Hey, thank you, man. Gotta get back to it. All right, take care, man. Um, anyways, hey, like, whoa, thanks, Ghost. Once again, thank you, bro. Um, just having the luxury of being able to do that. So, I was thinking about when was the last time, that I was in the struggle. And if you've ever been in the struggle, and when you hear the word struggle, you're gonna know exactly what I mean. Right? But if I say the struggle, like the struggle with a capital T and a capital S, the struggle, right? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, I've been through the struggle. Like I've been through the struggle down here. I went through the struggle over there. I mean, over there mostly, and even down here because of my decisions, right? But man, it's been a while. It's been a while. Now, I'm better prepared now, I think, than I was in the past to deal with moments of scarcity. I'm going to call it like that, moments of scarcity, right? I think that we all have moments of scarcity. Like, and I'm not saying that it's because you're broke or it's because you don't have a job. No, because sometimes life happens. Like all of a sudden someone gets in an accident, and maybe it's a two salary household and one of those salaries has to be placed on hold for a little while. I mean, that becomes a burden and that can take its toll sometimes. And it doesn't just wreak havoc in the economical. Sometimes when we're struggling and we're going through the struggle, it also wreaks havoc on our emotions, on our relationships, on what we can do, what we can't do, right? Sometimes you can be so limited to where you have to decide, man, do I pay this bill or do I buy a loaf of bread? you know? Should I hold off on it, and try to get it before they cut it off. I mean, I've been through situations like that, and that's where I think what we decide to do is at its most crucial, right? That is when our decision making has to be the sharpest it's ever been, because you're talking about, like, you're contemplating food for now, but maybe one of the utilities is going to be off. You know what I mean? Now, if you've never experienced that, well, God bless you. Straight up, you're rich. Like, you're wealthy. You don't know how rich you are. Hey, what's up, Fear of the Dark? Hey, man, I send mines right back, bro. I send mines right back. That's why, I hustle, man. I'm a straight up hustler. Like, if I have to sell, if I have to draw, if I have to do whatever I got to do, like sell, like, I've got an avocado tree, man. I've gotten avocados off that tree and sold those motherfuckers. Mangoes too. Like, I've sold food out of my garage. Like, one of the things that I did early on down here in El Salvador, when my baby was born and when we moved into the house and everything, I used to sell food from my garage. I did that for about almost 2 years. You know, agua es vida. Yeah, agua es vida. Keep your mind clean. Too much negativity, drama, and comparison weakens your spirit. Oh yeah, 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 definitely, bro. Let me see. Best way to overcome struggle is to stop seeing it as proof you're losing and start treating it like pressure that's shaping you. Yeah, I totally agree with that, bro. And we're gonna get to that. But there has to be some growth even to see it that way. Like, I don't think you can just see it that way, like, off the top. Like, you can try, but you have to have, like, other bases, like, already established, because, like, you can see it as, yeah, it's pressure that's shaping me, but if I don't even have, like, a definitive character, or a definitive way of being, that can mean anything at that moment. Let me see. Que grind? Que es grind? What's grinding? Like working, like hustling, man. That's the grind. Like, sometimes you gotta grind, bro. Sometimes you gotta grind, like, and literally grind masa to make tortillas and shit. And I think that it's not until you're at, like, the bare minimum that you really notice how one decision can impact everything else. Like, when you are in a comfortable state and you're, like, prosperous, you have a good job, you're paying your bills, you got everything lined up, you're not worried about anything because you're getting you have a good salary, you're constantly being paid. It's easy to forget how important it is to make, like, good conscious decisions about your economy. And we're like, I'm gonna get paid anyways, fuck it, let's supersize everything. I'm gonna get paid tomorrow anything, fuck it, let's just supersize all this shit. But when damn well that if this was one of those days, you would not be supersizing shit. Like, you would be grateful that you're even ordering out. You know what I mean? Hey, what's cracking? Oh, what's out, Brown Mama? What's cracking, homie? Hello from everyone from Central Valley and Cali. That's right, man. Shout out to Central Valley. Shout out to everyone in Cali, up north, down south, in the middle, man. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I was everywhere, free and not free. I was everywhere. Hey, man. Hey, what's up, Torta Pounder? Eating with the fam, just tapping in. Hey, man. Bon appetit, bro. Bon appetit. I'm drinking coffee. I'm chilling, bro. I had some Kentucky Fried Chicken earlier. I got the salad. Like, I got the coleslaw, mashed potatoes. I got macaroni and cheese. I got everything, bro. And I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't as comfortable. I think now I don't want you to get me wrong. I don't want you to get me wrong. I don't believe in that pull yourself by the bootstraps mentality. I mean, you can apply it to yourself all you want, but the reality is that there is redlining, there is racial profiling, there is all of that. There are invisible there's an invisible caste system. Now more so than ever, right? Now more so than ever. And we're going to see that even more as time goes on. But in the meantime, as of now, our goal should always be at a comfortable place in our lives. I mean, to not be struggling, to not be worried, like if you're going to make ends meet or not. Now, how you go about establishing that stability can sometimes be the difficult part because jobs aren't predictable, right? If you are an employee, yes, you can be an excellent employee. Yes, you can, be one of the team and down for the company and all of these things. But when they decide to cut down a department and you're in that department and they can't fit you anywhere else, well, salud, here's your check, bounce. You know what I mean? And if you haven't done anything else all your life, it gets harder. It gets harder to reinvent yourself every single time. That's why you have to stay a student. That's why I continue learning. See, that's the secret I want you guys to take from this. Is the only reason why I'm able to maneuver through a lot of this bullshit is because I'm constantly learning and picking up on shit and trying to figure it out and trying to find out, because I know that I might get a job in which I may need this information, and I might as well get it now than go into that fucking interview unprepared. Let's see what you Machete goes. I got the blueprints to easy living. Let's see. I believe you. Yeah, right. Man, look, there are some blueprints that seem easy, but the payment at the end is fucking blood, sweat, tears, and mostly blood and even life, This ninja a cornball. Tell Fernando to come. Ah, man. Who's cornier? Who? Okay, so how am I a cornball? Do you see me going online and calling out men on the chat using a corn emoji? Oh, that's real gangster. I didn't know that corn emoji was gangster. And I'm the cornball, man. You guys see and that's what I'm talking about. See, I figure that this user right here, this user is comfortable, because for him to be able to get online and do this shit right here that he just did means that he's not struggling. You probably live with your mom still, right? And you get free internet. Corona McKinney, yeah, we already, yeah, same old, same old, same old. Buenas tardes, Park. Buenas tardes, saludos. God bless you. God bless you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Miss Parque. You know what's up. That's right, Katie Frizzle. Shout out to Parque. Yeah, shout out to Parque, man. Hangman, Stranger. You see these fools with the corn, the husk, trying to be gangster. Oh, come on, man. You guys got to stop with that shit. Yeah, everyone has a safe. Yeah, all right, you too, man. Have a safe weekend, bro. Thank you for showing up. Primo, yeah, Primo. Let me see, professional netbanger, straight up, man. Professional with emojis included. That fool put a corn emoji to call me corny. Yeah, I never. I mean, I've heard goofy. Yeah, you can. I've heard. You call somebody a goofy, but corny is not very. Or cornball, maybe in another state. Yeah, much love to you, Parque. JM. The Johnny Rata sympathizers are. Yeah, that's probably what. Yeah, I guess that's them. I don't even know now. I can't tell them apart. But yeah, so I think you have to be comfortable. I would not be doing this, coming on live, doing all the shit I do if I didn't have time, or if my job required that I spend more time doing that to make ends meet. then I would probably doing more of that and less of this, right? Because at the end of the day, my priority is to pay my bills, have food, and put food on the table, and be able to have chill moments, you know? And maybe in those chill moments, I would try to do something, but it wouldn't be as constant as I am right now. Like right now, I've been on what I've done a live almost every day. I'm gonna try to keep these going. These talking papas, man. And you guys can jump on. The link is there. The link is there, just so you guys know. Children of the Corn. Yeah, man, that fool called me Children of the Corn. Find out if real scary. I was scared. I was scared, Katie. I was over here shaking, especially when I saw that corn emoji. I was like, "Fuck, this guy's serious." He brought out the big guns. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But anyways, what are our priorities? Our priorities are gonna, depending, like our bare necessities will depend on whatever level we are at. But I think that we cannot be comfortable if we're not doing well mentally, physically, emotionally. I mean, I think you can have all the money in the world, but if you're not happy, if you've got mental issues, if you've got health issues, right? You can have all the money in the world and not enjoy it whatsoever. And imagine the paranoia of having too much to where you think that anybody or everyone around you is trying to get at you or just wants to be in your inner circle because they're trying to come up on you. I mean, that paranoia exists. So how much can you be too blessed? He brought something with him to rotate on. Yeah. Let's see. Papas fritas con frantica. Yeah, man. Papas fritas, bro. But that's what I'm saying, man. No, I'm gonna give you an example, bro. Now that you brought up papas fritas. Okay, I remember that there was this stand at my old high school I mean, it was part of the same cafeteria, but they sold like French fries, shit like that, like that type of snacks. And man, if I was broke, I would just buy a fucking thing of fries sometimes just to snack on. But you could get pizza and shit, you know what I mean? But I knew that at least if I bought some fries, it looked like I'm actually buying something. And I think that that's another part of the bare necessities. Like we want to look good. Like our image is a bare necessity. Like how we appear before others is a very much rooted, deep rooted need, psychological need. Like how we appear in front of others. Like, I'm already thinking I'm gonna dye my beard, eh? I'm gonna dye my beard, eh? Hey, what color should I dye it? Or I should go blonde, not like to counter the black beards, I should do blonde. Last night's collective was one of the best. Oh man, yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. That's right. The tortillas are in full set. Yeah, I gotta dye my beard. No, I mean honestly, I think that how we look, like the image that we portray, like the image that others have of us, plays a factor in how comfortable we feel and how we're living. Straight up. Because if a man can't provide, at least most men, and I count myself among those men that always want to provide. Now, I have learned along the way, for example, when maybe I haven't had all the money, and maybe my wife will be like, "Hey, you know what? I have this, or don't worry, I can pay it." Like I have learned to accept that. For many years I couldn't accept that. Like I could not accept her like telling me, "Here, let me give you money." I'd be like, you know what? Let me just go figure out what I got to do. Maybe I'm gonna go ask for an advance, or fuck it, I'll go ask for a loan. Fuck it, you know what? I'll do what I got to do. But I had a it was a problem for me to accept for my wife to put in or to chip in. Now I'm comfortable. But see, I think that those are like deep rooted things. Those are deep rooted necessities. Like we as men, we need to look as though we're in control of everything. But sometimes it's best to like delegate shit. Like, man, it's so much easier. Like I delegate shit now. Like I don't take ownership of everything. Fuck that. Man, you die young worrying about everything. Straight up. Nothing fancy, still looking solid. Okay. Yeah, so I just think that the bare necessities will change depending on what level we're on, like how far we've advanced economically, socially, whatever, however you want to see it, mentally, intellectually, because there are perks to developing all of these areas in life, to developing your intelligence. There are perks to that because then you can see through a lot of the bullshit that people use to try to gaslight other people. Like, I'm like, oh man, here you come with that bullshit. They don't come at me with that bullshit. Like, I can see what you're doing. Fuck. Like, come on, man. Like, I've been through that shit already. It's not funny. It's, you're fucking, you're playing with my emotions. You're fucking insulting my intelligence. All for what? We're not going to get your way. And I think, at the end, people that are manipulative are people that are never satisfied with meeting whatever they need to meet to just be comfortable. They always want more. They always want more. Now, it could be economic, but it could also be attention. There are people that seek attention. Man, like, you can give them some attention, but they want all of your attention. And if you don't give them all your attention, it's like, fuck. Like, now you're a bad guy, or you're the villain. Man, fuck all that. One of the things my mom told me when she knew I was going to get married, she told me this. She said this. What's up, Gooners? Gooners in the house. Gooners in the house. My mom told me, ni todo el amor, ni todo el dinero. That's all she told me. Well, she told me a couple of other things. I'll probably share them on this live. But that was like one of the most important things that she told me. She told me, ni todo el amor, ni todo el dinero. Right? You don't give all of your love. Like, don't fucking put your whole heart out there for this woman. Yeah, you're gonna get married, but and don't put out all your money. Now, I've come to learn that that's not necessarily a good way to live either. But I do believe that you have to walk into certain situations a little bit guarded, with your guard up. That's one of the bare necessities, to be in control, right? To not fall prey, to not get caught up in some shit, to not, lose ground, to not lose leverage, to not lose your composure. So sometimes you have to walk into situations with your guard up a little bit. Now, I honestly don't believe in prenups too much, but I get it, right? I get it. I get why prenups are a good idea, even though I personally disagree with them. I don't know how to make sense of that. I mean, I just think that if you are so bent on spending, or saying and claiming that you're going to spend the rest of your life with someone, man, they better know the fucking code to your cell phone, to your car, like everything. Because if something were to happen, they're the next in command, and vice versa. Your wife should know all of your shit, and you should know all of your wife's shit. I mean, that to me is like, that should come included in the marriage package. And maybe that would deter a lot of people from getting married for stupid reasons. You know, but once again, a lot of times people get married, or are forced to get married, out of that whole social construct of, I got to take care of my kid. Maybe got a girl pregnant. I got to take care of my kid. So we got married, and they didn't even really love each other, right? I mean, shit like that happens. So you see, bare necessities appear usually in the form of I don't want to look like a fool. I don't want to feel the pain. It's all about avoiding pain. If you're hungry, you look for food to avoid the hunger, the pain, right, of hunger. When you're drowning in a pool or you're running out of breath, your body is hungering for oxygen. So, why? Because it starts to hurt, it starts to die, without it. So, our first survival mechanism is reduce the pain. Because the pain is a symptom of something wrong, something adverse to what we want in our lives, right? I mean, we don't want to be hungry. We don't want to feel the rumbling in our stomachs. But how many of us have felt that? I felt it. I remember once I was walking. I remember I had been walking for about an hour. I was a kid. I was probably maybe 13, 14 years old, man. And I don't know why I had gone somewhere and I ended up fucking walking back home and shit. I was like, man, fuck, I'm just gonna stroll. Sometimes I just like to stroll. I don't know. There were moments in my life where I just needed to stroll and be alone, and I just and I would just talk to myself and collect my thoughts. I don't know, but I got used to being alone when I was a kid. But I remember that I was walking, and I realized it was going to take me like 2 hours to get home from where I was at walking. But I said, fuck it. And I went walking. But like halfway down the road, I started getting hungry. And I remember my stomach like rumbling and I was getting thirsty. I'm like, fuck, I fucked up. And at that moment, I was already thinking, like, man, what can I do? Because I'm not even in the neighborhood. I'm not even close to anywhere. If I were to do something right now to try to come up, fuck, where would I go? Like, I don't even, like, I'm not even too keen on this place. Like, at least around the neighborhood, I knew where I can go, like, what back streets and, what alleys I can go through. But here, fuck, you know? But I ended up strolling all the way home, and once I got home, I was famished. I was dehydrated. Man, everything. But hey, sometimes you go through shit like that when you're a kid, just for being stupid. With faith and peace, I already have enough. Yeah, bro. Yes, I believe that. But you know what I also believe, bro, is that sometimes you don't have peace if you know that you can't pay for something, and maybe not paying for it is going to be an issue. You know what I mean? It'll probably bring about an issue if you don't pay something. And that's what I mean. It's like, but and that's what I mean. It depends on your level. You know what I mean? Sometimes it depends on where you're at economically, where you're at mentally, physically at the moment to know what's up. Your corn. Hey, what's up, Lighthouse? What's up? What's up, chat? What's up? No, I'm just talking, man. Just talking about the bare necessities, but how the bare necessities change depending on how much you have and how prosperous you are. Hey, what's up, Slugstown? Saludos. What's up? Hey, nice to see you around these parts, man. Nice to see you. Hey, shout out to you, man. Blessings to you. Y que estés siempre safe down there, bro. The bare necessities change, man. Like, well, I'll give you guys an example. Like, so I know, Slug, yo sé que you have a bakery, tienes una panaderia, right? But when you start small, at first you don't need too much, right? But then once you decide to expand and your business naturally grows, you realize that you need to buy other things, and so that means you need to put away money. So all of those are called growing pains. Like in business terms, those are the growing pains, right? Like saving up money to try to make your business grow, to try to catch up with the needs with the demands, right? Supply and demand, supply and demand. Those are growing pains. But I think that every time that we're going through a life change, we're going to go through growing pains. And sometimes we don't want the pain. And when we avoid the pain of the process and we manipulate, we don't learn, and we end up lying to ourselves. And then something happens in life that required for you to be like integral in that aspect, but you weren't. So everything cracks. Some crazy shit. Crazy shit. Let's see. As you make more money, you have more necessities. Yeah, bro, there's more needs. There's more worries. There's more taxes. Right? There's more taxes. I mean, I've had businesses in which I've had to pay taxes. Before the pandemic, I had opened up my own academy, my own little academy by the university here in downtown. And I remember that it was already paying for itself. I was already seeing a profit, and the pandemic hit, and I had to lock everything down, and I shut it down, and I ended up just doing online classes. But I remember I had gotten to the point where I needed more room, and I needed computers, and I needed all kinds of shit, because as the demand grew, my needs grew. So that's exactly what happens. Yeah, shout out to Slugs, man. Shout out to Slugs. That's right. Thanks for visiting, man. Yeah, man. The more you grow, like the more you try to grow, the more you try to invest, the more you need, and the more needs you have. So that's what I'm saying, man. Depending at what level you are in life, you're always going to have base needs, right? But you cannot meet those needs. You cannot achieve those goals if you're not mentally or emotionally stable. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Let's see. There is the I need and the I wants. Yeah, and that's a whole other thing, bro, because you can get confused. But I think that there's like a if you love your kids will ground you to where you know how to choose. You know what I mean? If you don't love your kids too much, you might not make the best decisions. Straight up, I'm being honest. Palabra, that's right, palabra. The more money I make, the more my girl spends it. The more you think you can spend, when in actuality you should be saving more. And that's one thing that my mom can save money, bro. Like every Christmas, she'll bust out with like 5, 6 G's just for presents. But just because she's been saving, and that's my role model. But I can't do that. Like I don't have it in me to be. I can save like for maybe for 2, 3 months, but I can't save for like 5 years. Like have enough money to where I can live 5 years, like just off of what I saved. I think she could do that shit. I couldn't. Hey, yeah, shout out to Slugs, man. Shout out to Slugs. The pain in the crease is awesome. Looney, ain't that the truth? Let's see. The more, yeah, man. Looney, pinche Looney, man. That's right. Let's see. Some of us have expensive habits. That's another thing. But see, we have some people have expensive addictions. Like, you can have an expensive habit, like like maybe playing a sport or video game, shit like that you can consider habits. But then there's some addictions that are expensive too, right? Like drinking every fucking night. That's expensive. Drinking every night. I think there's some other stuff going on in the background that's also expensive. It's expensive to party every night. That video Gunner just dropped was the audio from Surgeon's interview 2 years ago. He doesn't even shout out the Vato for taking his audio. But am I wrong? Hey, man, I haven't seen it yet, bro, but it doesn't surprise me, and that's what he's known for, bro. But, I can't speak unless I hear it. Thank you for bringing it up. I'll check it out later. I mean, if it is what you say, I see it as that's just who he is. We already know that that's what he's capable of, but I can't really truly speak on that as though it's fact until I see it. So thanks for bringing it up. I'll check it out, man. That's right. That's right. Hey, man, slugs. Let's see. Mine loves going to Whole Foods. I tell her Walmart is where. Hey, bro, but see, that's another thing. Like, like buying fresh and buying organic, right? Like all of those things end up being a necessity if you have it like that. But if you don't have it like that, you're gonna buy a fucking tomato. You don't care if it was washed in fucking uranium 5 times before they put it on the market. You know what I mean? You're just gonna buy that tomato because that's what you can afford, and you need to throw fucking tomato in the fucking tamales. But there are people that are having a hard time deciding on whether to buy that tomato or not. Because depending on your level of need, that's going to be the type of decision that you can afford to make. Like even the decisions that you make are a luxury, bro, are a luxury. Like what you decide to eat and what you decide not to eat. Like going to the fridge, opening up and being like, I'm gonna go to the store and just buy something over there. Then maybe you've got shit in the fridge that you can fucking munch on, or you can prepare, but you just don't want to cook, so you fucking order shit. And I'm not saying it's bad. All I'm saying is that sometimes we forget the struggle. The struggle. You know what I mean? Let's not forget the struggle. Don't ever forget the struggle, because the struggle made me a mathematician. I was over there literally making $1 out of 15 cents. Like literally making, like stretching that dollar. It made me a hustler. The struggle made me a hustler for real. The real women's have nuggies. Hell yeah, Walmart. Hell yeah, something very sexy going on. Yeah, okay, probably, bro. Limpiando el dinero. Yeah. Organic is water free. Well, water is free. Well, yeah, but organic, what it means is that, let's say that you have, instead of using pesticide, because your fucking tomato has a bunch of little gnats and shit, and you can't use pesticide because it's organic. You have to let the fucking plant die, and then you gotta, raise another crop of tomatoes. So that's why it's more expensive, because they don't inject it with shit. Like it has to be natural. I don't know how true that is though. You know what I mean? I tell her I can't keep up with the Kardashians. Yeah, fuck that. Exactly, Frank. I hate spending money when I don't need to. Yeah, man, look, but that comes with time. That comes with time. I remember when I was on the street making money, like those days in which I came up, like those weeks in which, damn, at the end of the week I was like, fuck, I came up. I remember buying 2, 3 pairs of the same shoes, fucking same color, everything. Like, and I would, and if I was out there, because we would eat at them taco trucks, right? We would eat at the taco trucks 2 in the morning and shit, fucking making money. And if sauce got on my shoe, that was the last time I was wearing that fucking pair of shoes. Now I'm washing that shoe. I'm gonna scrub it clean. I'm gonna make it look good. I'm gonna make it look new. I'm gonna dry it off. I'm gonna put it in the sun. Fuck all that. But back then, I didn't care. And I think that it all comes from maturity as well. Like what, like Slug says, there's a difference between wants and needs. Right? There's a very big difference. The struggle is being housed in a vehicle. Yeah, bro. I mean, but hey, sometimes it happens. There's been stories of college students that like made it all the way, and no one knew that they were homeless for like 5 years and shit, living in their car. Like, that's crazy to me. But then that's what I'm saying. It's like think about it. Think about that for a second. You're a college student. You're living in your car. You could easily probably get a job, but you know that if you get a job, it's probably going to fuck up your schedule for school. For that person, fucking sleeping in a cold, hard ass car was nothing compared to the priority of going to school and graduating and getting that degree. So, I mean, I think people, obviously we're all built different, right? We're all built different. We all have different levels of wants and needs, and there's, a smorgasbord, a plethora of that. that we can choose from. But I'm at the stage where I'm like, man, did I pay my bills? Check. Did we go to the supermarket, or are we gonna go to the supermarket? Do we have the money for it? Yeah. Check. Did I do the university stuff? Yes. Okay, what's left over? Did I give something to my wife? No, here we go. My daughter, my son. And then whatever's left, I know that that's mine and I can chill. But what I'm saying is, right now I can do it. But when you don't have shit, you're thinking, fuck, I'm just going to buy tortillas and cheese. We're going to make quesadillas tonight and tomorrow night. We might have to make quesadilla dinner and quesadilla breakfast until I can make some money, scrape some money for tomorrow. Like, I've been through some shit. Let's see the struggle. Let's see. I used to love buying retro Jordans and Yeezys, but as I got older, yeah, me too, bro. Like, I used to be a shoe buff back before, I got busted, and then after I got busted, and since I've been out, I like buying shoes. Like, I'll buy a nice pair of tennis shoes, but I'm not into like I gotta buy the Jordan this and that. No, but I will spend. I'll spend 150. I'll spend 160 on a pair of tennis shoes. 200 only if I really, if I came up and I got the money, or I'll probably do it. Yeah, I like Vans too. I like Vans. I got Nikes. I got some Reeboks there as well. Ghost even Skechers. Hey, what's up, Oakland? Everything nice to see you. All right, listening while you're driving. Yeah, well, thank you so much for supporting, for being on. Thanks for every one of you Ghosts, all of you Looney, everybody that donated. Thank you so much for your donations. I'm gonna go back and check that out as well. Yeah, or let's see. Yeah, respects to Oakland, or going to Hong Kong and TJ. Yeah, but what I'm saying is this, man. We all have needs, and depending on where we're at in life, some of those needs will vary. They will change. They will switch up. They will be different. You know, like I was thinking, because my wife, she studied to be a chef. Like, she's a great fucking cook, man. My wife can get down in the kitchen. But now we'll buy shit like risotto and fucking, butter. Like, we'll use butter and like buy the fucking big ass fucking things of butter because of the recipes and the different types of flour. Like, she has all of the different types of flour and with the yeast because she knows how to make bread and everything, man. Like, my wife gets down. Like, sometimes we just have some Bombay ass feasts that she hooks up, you know? Yeah, shout out to Looney Tunes, man. Shout out to Wolverine for the donations, to Ghost, man. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Just wanted to give a shout out once again. I thank you, man. You guys really, really do bless me, and it really does mean a lot, man. Let's see. Hey, what's up? What's up, Gabriel? For real, eggs, tuna bread will go a long way in the stroke. Hell yeah. Peanut butter, bro. Peanut butter. I mean, there's like, there's food that you can consider struggle food. You know what I mean? Fucking hot wings. Like, I remember my mom used to buy I think she probably still does, but I remember she used to buy the big ass bag of fucking hot wings, like frozen hot wings, a big ass bag, like 100 fucking wings. And my cousin and I, like my closest cousin and I, he would come over and we would eat almost half the bag, just him and I. We would fucking throw it on a fucking sheet, throw it in the oven, hook them up, and we'd be playing video games with we'd finish the ranch sauce, like the ranch dressing, we'd finish it and just fucking eat like 50 buffalo wings between the two of us. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but we would have chips and all kinds of shit. My mom would get mad. My mom was hot. She's like, ya te comiste tus aguas. Ya no vas a pedir para la cena. I'm like, all right, mom. Sorry about that. Man, but I mean, everybody understands the struggle a different way, man. Everybody understands the struggle a different way. But yeah, Kerrygold butter. But the reality is that you have to be level-headed, you have to be strong-minded to get through. Because the struggle is going to come no matter what level you're at, no matter where you are in life, no matter what form it takes. The struggle could be that you're applying for a higher position and your competition is someone you know is fucking really knowledgeable, and you're like, fuck, am I gonna get this position? I really want this fucking position because it pays more, and I really want to make more money. And maybe that's the struggle at that moment, you know? Maybe the struggle isn't, or am I gonna, should I buy tortillas or should I just buy the fucking dough and make them at home, and I'll probably make more tortillas even though it's hard work, you know? Because that's what you sacrifice. You sacrifice a lot of the the luxury for work to make it work, you know, and to make your ends meet. Let's see. Are we gonna watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for movie night? Man, you know what? I'm already thinking, like, I'm trying to think if we're gonna have it tonight, because I know Ladies of Explosive is gonna be on. We'll see, man. If not tomorrow, but I'm gonna start. I'm gonna hook it up. I don't know about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre though. We'll have to see. All right, let's see. That's a classic. Yeah, it's a classic. Looney. The special has the remake has a special struggle. I don't know about that, man. Yeah, the struggle is real. Yeah, the struggle is real, bro. Man, look. So, like, close to where I live, there's some maquilas, right? Maquilas are factories, just so you guys know. Maquilas are factories where they're textile factories. It's where they make fucking cloth and clothing and all that shit. And like across the street is the market, and you're gonna see the women come out at lunchtime, okay, and they're gonna go buy a quarter of tortillas. Now here in El Salvador, the tortillas are thick. They're thick tortillas. They're not skinny taco tortillas. They're thick, round fucking tortillas. So they'll get three of those tortillas. They'll buy half an avocado and half of a fucking queso fresco, and that'll be their lunch, and that'll be their fucking lunch. You know, and I'm not saying anything bad about it. What I'm saying is that how many of us would be satisfied with eating three tortillas, half an avocado, and some queso fresco and calling that a lunch, and you've got to work in a fucking factory another fucking 8 hours? You know, so I that's where I see like the struggle. You know what I mean? That's where I see, because I put myself in. Damn, I'd be like, I mean, I can hang. I could, you know, if I have to eat that way and if I have to get down that way, I'll do it because I'm a survivor. You know, but really, really, if there's an opportunity to level up, fucking take it. There's nothing wrong with leveling up. You know, sometimes people want to act so hardcore, like, nah, fuck that shit, fuck that opportunity. Man, take the fucking opportunity. You know, if you want to stay down for your hood and all of that, man, you can go ahead and do that. I've met a lot of dudes that are still down for their hood, but they're making money working construction. They got pickups. They're making bank. Like they're taking advantage of those opportunities, and they're not asking anybody. They're not asking you, hey, homie, you think I should do that? Nah, they're just fucking taking it. You know? El tax is real. The big squeeze has a date for a movie tonight. Without, you're stupid. Sounds like three tortas. Three tortas. No, ma, it's not. Yeah, three tortillas, bro. But they're thick. You got to see the tortillas. You know how they are, Stoic Son como las tortillas de las gorditas. You know the gorditas, right? So it's like that type of tortilla. But three of them, half an avocado and fucking cheese, bro. Straight up. I made egg sandwiches with avocado this week for, yeah. Hey man, but that's good. That's bomb. You know what I do, bro? I boil two eggs. I slice them up, like I thinly slice the eggs. I toast. You know, I put two slices of toast. I put butter on the toast with a little bit of salt, and then I pile up the eggs and I eat them like that, like egg toast. Man, that shit's bomb, bro. That shit's bomb. I had that already twice this week. Or avocado, you know. And then I'll make another toast with fucking peanut butter and jelly. Man, that's breakfast right there. Let's see. I had a celly that his brother ate ramen for 1 year on the streets to save money. Man, bro, and I don't. I think Joker's on that regimen. That fool eats ramen every man. That's his fucking get down. Him and fucking Gunner. They're fucking ramen monsters. My wife is a salvia. Is she? Oh, that's cool, bro. So that's a hustler, yeah, a hustler, man. Unos frijolitos con queso fresco. Ah, hell yeah, but but we're talking a whole other thing right there, bro. You know what I mean? That's a straight up get down food too. And a lot of those foods are full of fiber. They're full of fucking protein. They're full of everything, man. Energy, vitamins. All that's the real breakfast of champions. Frijolitos, queso fresco, salsita, unos huevitos, man. That's the bomb, bro. That's fire right there. I love peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, me too. I love peanut, or even banana and peanut butter sandwiches are good. I just love peanut butter. I think peanut butter is dope. I can't eat ramen. No, I can eat ramen. I can still hook it up. As a matter of fact, every now and then, like for example, today I ordered Kentucky, right? So we're gonna have some fucking pieces left over. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm gonna buy a bunch of ramens and I'm gonna take the remaining chicken of the Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna dice in some onions and I'm gonna mix them all up in sopas, and that's what I'm gonna make the family for food for fucking lunch. I'm gonna throw a spread at the house. I don't care. Like we do that shit. I don't give a fuck. But we do everything here. Like I said, my wife can cook, but every now and then I'll get ratchet and throw a spread together. Fuck it. They feel the struggle. Hell yeah, karma's a bitch, man. Hey, it is. Hey, watch my video, the one I put out this morning, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, oh Joker. Joker loves fast food. Him and Skittles used to always talk about what they yeah, man, but the struggle is real. See, the struggle is real. That's what I'm telling you guys. The struggle is there right there. That ain't healthy at all. Hey man, not everything's healthy, bro. Ketchup on your eggs? Yeah, depends. Depends though. Depends. Entre más simple, más bueno. Yeah, No ketchup on I love Crustables, PB&G. Okay. No ketchup on it. Ah, come on, son. See, you're a baller. That's why you make fresh salsa probably. Tienes el cómo se llama the grinder, el mocajete. What's it called? You probably have one of those and do it every day and shit. Nah, I'll throw ketchup on mine. No ketchup. All right. No KFC good. Make burritos. Yeah, yeah, we'll see, bro. But I like throwing spreads every now and then. They're pretty bombing. Because I got all the good ingredients. Obviously, you know what I mean. I don't have to go and fucking trade a can of fucking corned beef for an onion and shit. Never ketchup on it. Ah, come on, Hangman. Calm down. Oh man, I gotta have ketchup. Hell yeah, but not on all types of eggs. Hold the jelly. Hold the jelly. That's how we used to do it during food sales. Yeah, remember? Yeah, or I used to throw the chicken in the bag when they would give us chicken, bro. I watched the video, I did a video because of that one. Yeah, I know, bro. Hey, we gotta feed off each other, that's what content making is all about. Yeah, man, the struggle is real sometimes, but I think we just gotta be realer, right? And we have to accept. Look, one thing that I learned is that sometimes we have to ask for fucking help. We have to. I used to be one of them proud dudes that did not like asking for help. And even if someone offered me help, I'd be like, nah, 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 I can handle it. I can handle it. I would go eat shit, fucking end up fucking around, and then end up having to get the help anyway. So I learned, man, that if people are moved. I think I see it as, hey man, God put it in that person's heart to come in and hook me up. You know what I mean? Like for example, this MacBook that I'm using. This MacBook was a gift. This MacBook was a gift by that was made to me by a friend, and she's the widow of one of my best friends that passed away. He was killed here in El Salvador a long time ago. But she came with her children. Her son came to be baptized. They invited me to the baptism, and she's like, "Hey, here you go." And she gave me the MacBook. I'm like, "Damn, brand new, everything." So hey, but I was like, "Are you sure, man? This is too much." And she's like, "Nah, you can have it." I'm like, thank you and God bless you. You know. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Mag? You're all making me hungry. You should throw a spread, Mag. We're gonna do a spread recipe one day. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Jay Slaughter? Orale, Mr. Chica, Slugs, one day I will not be late. The day will be. Yeah, man. Hey, Slugs, one day we should do a collaboration right there. I'm gonna interview you. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm still here. That's right, Ghost. Yeah, Jay Slaughter in the house. Our Slug Sounds is still here. Aquí estamos. No ketchup on my egg. Come on. Chile frijoles was yeah, but I don't know, man. Ketchup sometimes is good. Katie Frizzle's in the house. That's right. Katie, let me see. Jay Slaughter, dice, I've never eaten shit. Luckily, I don't think it would taste so good. Okay. It's good, bro. I like it. Let's see. Let me see. Hey, Slugs. ¿Qué dice? Condolences, ticas. Yeah, man. That was my buddy, bro. That was my homie. And he had the same last name as me, Ticas. And he was the little brother of the homeboy that I really kicked it with. Like him and his brother, we were the ones that were friends. But when I came down here, he was already down here, man. I'm gonna tell. I kind of talked to him about it. I think I've talked about him before. That was my brother, man. That was my brother. Yeah, so she came down, last year, and she brought me a MacBook. Her family came down. We took pictures. We went out. It was beautiful, man. That's like my family. That's right. Let's see, queso fresco, the best with beans. Yeah, queso fresco. Fuck, man. You guys are making me hungry. Eso que ya comí, ya refiné. Frank, how bad was El Salvador when you came to it now? So, look, man. When I came, it's been bad because it's never fully recovered from the Civil War. And then when I came, it was starting to get bad with like the gangs and stuff. And then it got really bad. Like it was bad, bro. We're talking about 15, 20 people just dying every fucking day just for no reason. Not all of them were gang members, but they were victims of the violence because they would use them as negotiating chips. It's like, okay, you want us to not kill? Well, then you got to do this for us. That's what was going down for a long time. Now it's not that way, obviously. Thank God that we don't have the gang problem. There's other problems, other types of problems. Always, there's always going to be issues, but thankfully that's not one of them. But it was bad, bro. It was bad. It was really bad. And if you guys saw that Univision interview, we were talking about, that's one of the things that we talk about there, is that on this call center page thing, like we would see almost daily 2-3 people pop up that had gotten killed just that day. So it was bad, bro. It was really bad. It was really bad. Yes, I'm down to do a live. Yeah, bro. All right, we can do it. Whenever you have time and I have time, I'm free fucking all weekend. I nos ponemos de acuerdo. I'll shoot you a little kite. Hacemos un live. Talk about our experiences, bro. That's right. That'd be cool, man. Thanks a lot, bro, for considering it. Yamera Mode Mag. I'm actually going to OG Tommy's right now. Oh, that's cool, bro. OG Tommy's is bad. We call it the Portados. Yeah, we could do that, bro. We could do that straight up. Hey, we should do that shit. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. We could announce it right before the match. I don't think they're gonna step in the ring, guys. What do you think? I don't think that's one of Skittles Bear's necessities. That's not one of his necessities. He does not need to get in the ring. He does not need to get in the ring. What he needs to do is go work out. That's what he needs to do, and take care of his fucking kids and stop fucking making money off his people. You know what I mean? Are you able to say no? Nice try. Heating up the plaza by killing. Yeah, bro. Shit, crazy. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Yeah, so I see when we're talking about bare necessities, we can even talk about that. The Skittles really need the fight? I say he does. I mean, if I was in his shoes, I would probably say no. But if we're talking about reputation, I think Skittle needs that fight. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that for reputation's sake, Skittles cannot dodge that fight. He cannot back down. I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know what he's going to come up with, but I know he's going to back down. Let's see. Tika, he's not getting in no ring. He's going to be MIA. I agree with you. I agree with you. I I agree. My money's on chill though. If they do, my money's on chill. I think everybody's money's on chill. We're not gonna make any money. It's gonna be like 2% to 98% and shit. Odds stacked against us and shit. What he needs to do is put a ring on Joker's finger. Yeah. He needs to put a ring on Joker's. Yeah, and bring those puppies together. They love each other. They need each other. Let's see. Skittles is using. Yeah, well, but we've been saying that. You know what's up, Slugs. They and but it hasn't been working, bro. ¿Ya has visto los lives? ¿Has visto esos números? Fuck. I mean, I don't make much numbers, but I only have 500, a little over 500 subscribers. So for me, getting 300 views, I mean, well, the live where I interviewed, Chill. Hey, shout out to Chill, man, who jumped on. That one did good numbers, and I have some that have done some pretty good numbers. But compared to them with their 176,000 subscribers and they're only scraping 2,000, 3,000 views, that's some bullshit. Reputation wise, hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I think, bro. I think reputation wise, he needs to get in that ring. He can't back out. He can't back out. Liabilities, yeah, I think that's going to be one of the many reasons not to do it. There's going to be security concerns. There's going to be all kinds of concerns. Then Joker's going to say, "All right, I'm going to go," but because Joker's going to go, they have to replan security and shit because he has so many haters. Yeah, I already see that novela coming and shit. Runner's fighting for his own demon. Yeah, and losing. Let's see. I don't think he really cares about reputation. He's just gonna come in and excuses their shit. Yeah. His reputation. I mean, look. After all that shit with Super Norteños and Ricky came out and Super Ricky came out, and the way he came out and said, "You know what, fuck all of you," he doesn't care about his reputation. Honestly, he doesn't. That's true. Tika, you need to do a video with tragos de amargo licor with. Well, I'll try doing one. Slugs, there are the $1 million moves. Yeah, those are the $1 million moves, man. Pobrecitos. Never gonna happen. I don't know, man. I think he needs to do that shit though. He needs to do that shit. You see, AKA Chipotos. Skittles talks in circles because he's scared. Yeah, he's gonna run the. If he jumps in the ring, he's gonna run around in circles. Skittles is a punk. Yeah, Chupitos does el Chupitos. Fucking Chupitos. That's a good one. Fucking Chupitos. There won't be security concerns because big, bad, tiny locals, Westside, Santa Bruta, Sharmuta, Joker will be there. Whoa. Hey, shouldn't he be able to call all of his people? Like the way he talks? He should be able to provide security all on his own. You're right. I hadn't even thought about that. That's right. Shankopotamus. Leonard's going to have his personal actor ringside. Doctor, yeah. No, is remember the doctor that gave him the what was it that diagnosed him over the phone? His friend's father, and he kept saying father. Yeah, and her father told me, yeah, he'll be on the phone. He'll be on the phone with him. Maybe if you buy a fake YouTube plate, the numbers maybe, bro. You know what? I hadn't thought about it though. Jay Slaughter. Is Rojo in this corner? Man, I don't even know what happened to Rojo, bro. Rojo used to say what's up to me in the jazz. We used to have a little bit of a conversation way back then. But when it was just Rojo, now when it started getting to be more and more people, that's when I was like, man, these fools are getting out of hand. You know what I mean? He talks like he's a cartel boss. In Joker's eyes, he was above all the yeah, he was above everybody, bro. Dubs is the ring girl. No, he's gonna be the he's gonna be the one holding the bucket. So when Skittles spits, he's gonna spit in the bucket. He'll be the one holding the bucket. Cartel. Let's see. That was crazy work. Diagnosed over the phone. I didn't think he believed. Remember, man, that shit was crazy. He got diagnosed over the phone. So he's gonna be on the phone ringside. Just in case. So if Skittles' eye gets cut, the girl's father over the phone is going to tell them how to fix it up. That's what's going to happen. That's what it's going to be. That's how far technology has gotten, guys. Joker going to walk in with a white dress. Oh, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, hey, look, bare necessities will depend on where you're at in life. Now, if you've hit rock bottom, bare necessities could be where am I going to live? Where am I going to crash tonight? What am I going to eat? Where will I find money? Who can I ask for something? But sometimes bare necessities could be what we're talking about now. Like, is it really necessary for Skittles to try to save his reputation? I mean, does he really have a reputation to save? Does he? I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Skittles or Dub's reputation is salvable? Can it come up again like the phoenix from the ashes? Can it revive like the phoenix? Can they? Could they? If Joker were to accept the one-on-one with Exposed to, would he get his respect back? Skittles is not. Joker is dressed. Real talk, Gooners, yeah. Let me see. Wait, what's it say? Slug says, I think Joker uses his own corrido. Hey, straight up, huh? El corrido del Joker. Los Tucanos will do it for free. That's crazy. Joker has the towel. He's ready. Hell yeah. Imagine a Joker corrido. How would you say crease in Spanish? Indentación. Oh man, yeah, he needs a corrido. Yeah, well, that's probably one of the things that he doesn't need for real, but yeah, we can say he needs one. Yeah, man, so the struggle is real, but I think that the struggle comes in very many shapes and forms. That's what I think. I think that if you're a guy that doesn't know how to talk to women, that's your fucking struggle. And that struggle is fucking real. Like trying to talk to women and not getting anywhere with them, not even getting a date, that becomes a problem and your struggle is real. And that could be a dangerous problem if you don't know how to handle that shit mentally or emotionally. Like you can become a fucking incel. You know what I mean? Honestly, Frank, Joker's reputation was built on lies. Nothing is bringing that back. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I don't believe they have good reputations. I think they're too far gone for any of that. You know? Like after like the first few crash outs where they threatened everyone's family and shit, that was it. Like there's no coming back from that shit. That's what I think. I don't care how much good you do in the world after that. Like that'll be good for you and for your life, and maybe you'll find some peace in it. But as far as your reputation and how I see you as a person, that's shot out. That went through the window a long time ago. You know, that went out the window a long time ago. Joker has Rocky Four. You mean Skittles? The creases serve its own separate song. Yeah, it does, bro. Get Pengu on it. We gotta get Pengu on it. Oh, okay. You're on it, Ghost. All right, cool. Hey, man. So thanks to all of you guys for jumping on, for being here with me. I'm gonna call it quits. It's Friday. I'm gonna go chill a little bit. We're probably gonna go live with Exposed Tube, right? I think ladies of Exposed Tube are on tonight as well. Shout out to everybody that was here with me, man. To Slugs for visiting. ET was here too. Thank you guys so much. for everyone that don't donated. Sorry about that. What's up, Shankopotamus? Thank you for being here. Katie Frizzle, Mags. We had all kinds of people in here. Thank you so much for the donations, GAM 805er. Right. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys really make it worthwhile for me to continue putting out content, to jump on these lives, to do videos. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. It don't stop. This is my way of being able to communicate and having this, these one-on-one sessions with you. We're gonna keep doing it, right? That's right. Slugs made. Let's see. What's it say? Slugs make a donut feel stupid. Nah, man. 1 hour away. Yeah, that 1 hour away was the end of it, man. Hey, so thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll probably jump on the live tomorrow. I might not do anything more today. I already dropped the video. I'm on a live. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, enjoy your night as well. Gooners, thank you so much for being here, guys. And